Hi everyone, it's Mr. Demers here. I'm excited to make more connections between music and dance. Today we're going to look at Mambo. Mambo originates in Cuba and has a direct connection to the African diaspora due to the transatlantic slave trade. One of the many reasons that individuals were enslaved from Africa was to grow tobacco, sugarcane, and cotton. Before we take a look at Afro-Caribbean dance styles, it's important to remember that there were indigenous people to the island of Cuba. Let's take a look at what dance may have looked like for the native people of Cuba. Mambo is a fusion of Spanish colonial culture with African culture. Let's take a look at contradanza from Spain, an 18th century music and dance style. Mambo was born from Cuban son and Cuban rumba, and from the fusion of other Afro-Cuban musical elements. The African heritage is evident in its dance language. You'll note through today's lecture that the style of mambo is very different from authentic mambo. Authentic mambo is characterized by free expression that responds organically to the rhythm of the drums. Let's take a look at Afro-Caribbean dance. Cuban music can be categorized into two groups, son and rumba. They vary based on instrumentation and rhythm. Two styles of rumba are Mambo and Cumbia. Movement characteristics that we'll see in Cuban son and Cuban rumba are hip and pelvic movements, undulating and fluid. Whole body rhythm, including shoulders that mark rhythm with precision, and an orientation to be in community. Let's take a look at the dance Mambo. Now let's take a look at the dances performed to Cumbia.
But when the rain forced everyone inside, that's when it really kicked off. It was a proper heavyweight session, and it led to some pretty heavy dance floor action too. But it was the Cumbia which really brought out the competitive vibe.
Son cubano is a musical form in Cuba, including the bongos and clave. It is often referred to as the sound of Cuba. The dance form is a reflection of its music, in its musical structure and syncopations and rhythm. So let's take a look at traditional partner son cubano dancing. Cuban music and dance forms have had a huge influence around the world. The dance is performed in the street, at the social club, in the ballrooms, and on media such as film. All vary over time, but have captured the spirit of the music and dance. Let's take a look at what social dancing looks like nowadays.
Una belleza latina, sin copia ni segunda parte, perfecta pueden recordarte, esas que tú te encuentras por América Latina. La calle me está llamando y yo voy bajando. Dice, me voy para la calle hoy, a ver si se va.
In this next clip, you'll see ballroom dance. Note how it is very different from authentic mambo. To end today's lecture, let's take a look at the integration of mambo in film and mainstream media. And to continue the theme that we often see in our lectures is that many dance forms and music forms of the African diaspora are always brought into mainstream culture and become pop culture.
Señoras y señores, presenting the brightest star of the Havana night, Lola Martinez.